Hello, good afternoon. Today we will see example number 6. Therefore, all the students should write down. I will read. It is required to design a pair of spur gears with 20-degree full depth involved teeth consisting of a 20 teeth pinion meshing with a 50 teeth gear. The pinion shaft is connected to a 22.5 kilowatt 1450 rpm electric motor. The starting torque of the motor can be taken as 150% of the rated torque. The material for the pinion is plain carbon steel Fe410, that is SUT is equal to 410 Newton per mm square, while the gear is made of grey cast iron FG200, SUT is equal to 200 Newton per mm square. The factor of safety is 1.5. Design the gears based on the Lewis equation and using velocity factor to account for the dynamic load. Take y20 is equal to 0.32, y50 is equal to 0.408, and cv is equal to 3 divided by 3 plus v. Therefore, all the students should write down. I will wait for 5 minutes. Please write. Okay, now we will solve the problem. First of all, we will write down the given quantities. Okay, now given quantities, solution we will see. In that we will write down given quantities. Now, first of all, they are given pressure angle phi. Pressure angle phi is equal to 20 degree. Then number of teeth on pinion ZP is equal to 20. Number of teeth on gear ZG is equal to 50. Then they have given
Sir,
power. Hello? What? Hello? Any problem? Hello? Any problem is there? Pranay?
no, sir, no, sir.
Okay. Then kilowatt is equal to 22.5. Then RPM, NP they have given, speed of pinion 1450 RPM. Then they have given starting torque of the motor can be taken as 150% of the rated torque, means value of CS they have given. Always remember CS is equal to 150% means 1.5. Now they have given two SUTs for pinion and for gear. Therefore, I will write SUT for pinion. SUT for pinion is equal to 410 Newton per mm square, and SUT for gear is equal to 200 Newton per mm square. Factor of safety Fs is equal to factor of safety Fs is equal to 1.5, and they have given that Y20 means Lewis form factor for 20 teeth is equal to 0.32, and Lewis form factor for 50 teeth is equal to 0.408, and CV is equal to 3 divided by 3 plus V. Sorry. Now these are the given quantities. Please write down. I will wait for 1 minute. Okay, I think all of you have written. Now we will start the solution. Now step 1. Step 1. Now if you will observe the problem, or if you have read the problem, you will understand that Two different materials are used for the manufacturing of pinion and gear. Therefore, you write down since two different materials, two different materials are used are used for the pinion and gear. Therefore, we have to calculate. We have to calculate. We have to calculate. We have to calculate sigma b into y for pinion and gear. For pinion and gear. Therefore, now we'll calculate sigma b into y for pinion. Therefore, you write down first of all for pinion. For pinion. Therefore, for pinion, now what is sigma b is equal to SUT divided by 3. Now for pinion, what is sigma b? 41, SUT 410. Therefore, write down here 410 divided by 3. This is 3. Huh? Therefore, sigma b is equal to, what is the value? All the students should calculate. Huh? Then, what is the value? Anyone can tell fast.
136.67, sir.
136.67 Newton per mm square. Now, therefore, calculate product of sigma b into y for pinion. Therefore, sigma b into y is equal to 136.67 into 0.32. Therefore, what is sigma b into y for pinion? Calculate it. Anyone can tell fast.
43.73.
43.73, yes, correct. 43.73. Since sigma b its unit is Newton per m square, y has no unit, therefore it is a unit of Newton per mm square. Now we will calculate product for gear. Therefore, write down for gear sigma b is equal to SUT divided by 3. Now for gear material, what is SUT? 200 divided by 3. Therefore, sigma b is equal to how much? I think 66.67 Newton per mm square. Therefore, sigma b into y is equal to 66.67 into what is Lewis form factor for gear? 0.408. Therefore, sigma b into y is equal to what is the value?
27.2.
27.2 Newton per mm square. Now you have to compare these two values. Huh? We will give this as equation 1 and this as equation 2. Therefore, compare it and tell me which value is less. Therefore, you write down comparing comparing 1 and 2, what we are getting? Sigma b into y for gear is less. Therefore, the the gear is weaker than the pinion. Therefore, here now in this problem, we are going to design taking into account all the values of gear. Taking into account all the values of gear. Therefore, the gear is weaker than the pinion, and it is necessary. It is necessary to design gear. It is necessary to design gear. Now we'll go for step 2. Please write down. I will wait for 1 minute. Okay, I think you have written. Now step 2. Step 2. Determination of module. Determination of module. Now again same steps we are going to see whatever we have seen in earlier two problems. That is, from power transmitted we will calculate torque transmitted. From torque transmitted we will calculate now tangential load. Again we will calculate beam strength. Again we will calculate effective load. Again we will equate that beam strength to the effective load. Then we will get module. Therefore, start now calculation. From power, calculate torque transmitted. Therefore, kilowatt is equal to 2 pi. Now here you have to take ng. You have to take into account ng. Always remember ng into mt divided by 60 into 10 raised to 6. Now here ng is not provided in the problem. Therefore, we will use that gear ratio formula. Ng upon np is equal to zp upon zg. Therefore, ng is equal to zp into np divided by zg. Therefore, zp is equal to 20, np is equal to 1450, and zg is equal to 50. Therefore, what is the value of ng? Anyone can tell? Ng or speed of gear. How much?
580.
Yes, correct. 580 RPM. Now substitute all the values in this equation and calculate torque transmitted. Therefore, I will write down 22.5 is equal to 2 pi into 580 into mt divided by 60 into 10 raised to 6. Therefore, calculate value of torque transmitted in Newton mm. What is the value? Hello,
370.45 into 10 raised to 3.
370. Please repeat.
370.45 into 10 raised to 3.
Yes, 370.45 into 10 raised to 3 Newton mm. Therefore, now from torque transmitted, calculate tangential load PT. Therefore, what is formula of PT now? PT is equal to 2mt divided by dg. How to take now? Because we are going to design the gear. Earlier two problems were designed according to pinion. Therefore, 2mt upon m into zg. Therefore, PT is equal to 2 into 370.45 into 10 raised to 3 divided by m into 50. Therefore, calculate PT in terms of m. What is the answer? Give this as equation 3. Hello, what is the answer? Please tell fast.
Sir, 14.82 into 10 raised to 3. 1 4, sir. 1
14.82
14.82 into 10
into
raised to 3.
10 raised to 3. Yes, correct. Now this is value of PT. Now we'll calculate beam strength. Beam strength SB. What is the formula? Beam strength SB is equal to MB sigma B into Y. Now M will remain as it is. Face width you are knowing it is 10 times module. Now sigma B we have to take for the gear and Y for the gear also, because we are going to design as per the values of the gear. What is sigma B for gear? 66.67 into Y for gear 0.408. Now therefore calculate SB in terms of n square and give this as equation 2. Sorry, equation 4. What is the value? Hello?
272.01.
272.01. It is correct. Now we'll calculate P effective. We'll calculate P effective load. That is effective load. Therefore, P effective is equal to CSPT upon CV. Now CV they have given that CV is equal to 3 divided by 3 plus V. Therefore, here we have to assume V is equal to 5 meter per second. Or to assume V is equal to 5 meter per second. Therefore, CV is equal to what value you will get? 3 divided by 3 plus 5. How much is value of CV?
0.375.
375. Please write those who are not written. I will wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Now calculate P effective. CSPT upon CV. Therefore, P effective. P effective is equal to CS means 1.5 into what is PT. PT is nothing but 14.82 into 10 raised to 3 divided by M. 14.82 into 10 raised to 3 divided by M into CV value 0.375. Therefore, calculate P effective in terms of M. What is the value?
59.28 into 10 raised to 3.
59.28 into 10 raised to 3. Now give this as next equation, that is equation 5. Equation 5. Therefore, from equation 4 and 5, from equation 4 and 5, which equation we can write? SB is equal to P effective into factor of safety. Now since Brinell hardness number they have not provided, that's why we have not calculated wear strength. Always remember, if Brinell hardness number is provided, then we can calculate wear strength. Then we can compare SB and SW. Now since BHN value they have not provided, therefore no need to calculate wear strength SW. Therefore substitute the values from equation 4 and 5, 272.01 to 272.01 m square is equal to 59.28 into 10 raised to 3 divided by m into what is our factor of safety? 1.5. Therefore m cube is equal to 59.28 into 10 raised to 3 into 1.5 divided by 272.01. Therefore, what is the value of m module?
6.89.
6.0.
6 point?
89.
Yes, correct. 6.89 mm. Therefore, we have to take nearest standard value. Therefore, nearest standard value is 7 mm. Therefore, this is our now, sorry, m is equal to 7 mm. Or I will write here again 7 mm. Or m is equal to 7 mm. This is our as per calculation value of module. Now we'll go for dimensions of gears or dimensions of pinion and gear. Now step 3. Step 3. Dimensions. Therefore, module M we have got 7 mm. Therefore, calculate dp. Sorry, dp is equal to m into m into zp, which is equal to 7 into 20. Therefore, dp is equal to 140 mm. Then you calculate dg, which is equal to m into zg, which is equal to 7 into 50, which is equal to 350 mm. That is diameter of gear, and face width b is equal to 10 times module, which is equal to 10 into 7. Therefore, B is equal to 70 mm. Therefore, these are the dimensions of the gears. Now, we'll go for check for design. Check for design. Now, check for design. Therefore, we'll calculate first of all PT. Therefore, calculate value of PT. PT is equal to, what is our PT value? 14.28 into 10 raised to 3 divided by module, means 14.28 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 7. Therefore, calculate PT. How much is PT?
2.12 into
What is?
10 raised to 3. 2.12
Yes, 2.12 into 10
into
raised to
10 raised
3
to 3.
Newton. Hmm? Now, we have to calculate velocity. Pitch line velocity V is equal to pi dgng, because we have to design according to gear. That's why we have taken dgng. Earlier two problems we have taken dp and p, divided by 16 to 10 raised to 3. Therefore, substitute the values. Pi into, what is dg? 350. What is ng? Ng is equal to 580. Ng is equal to 580 divided by 16 to 10 raised to 3. Therefore, calculate V. Calculate value of V. What is velocity?
10.63, sir.
Yes, correct. 10.63 meter per second. Now, please wait. Don't go forward or don't go ahead. Please wait here. Here now one important point is there. Velocity is greater than 10 meter per second. See here. Our answer is 10.63. Means velocity is greater than 10 meter per second. Therefore, here you write down since velocity is less than 20 meter per second and greater than 10 meter per second. Therefore, we have to use different value of CV. Therefore, CV is equal to 6 divided by 6 plus V you have to take. Always remember, when pitch line velocity is less than 10 meter per second, then we have to take CV is equal to 3 divided by 3 plus V. When velocity lies in between 10 meter per second and 20 meter per second, then we have to take CV is equal to 6 divided by 6 plus V. And if pitch line velocity V is greater than 20 meter per second, then we have to take CV is equal to 5.6 divided by 5.6 plus root V. Therefore, these are three different formulas of velocity factor depending upon the pitch line velocity. Therefore, now we will substitute value of V here and we will calculate CV. Therefore, CV is equal to 6 divided by 6 plus 10.63. Therefore, CV is equal to, what is the answer?
0
Anyone can,
point 0.3607.
0.3607 is correct. Now we'll calculate P effective. Formula of P effective we are knowing. Therefore, substitute in that value. P effective is equal to, what is our P effective equation? Equation number 5. 59.28 into 10 raised to 3 divided by M. Sorry. We have to take CSPT upon CV. P effective is equal to, CSPT upon CV. Because all the values you are knowing now. CS is equal to 1.5 into PT 2.12 into 10 raised to 3 divided by CV 0.3607. Therefore, calculate P effective in Newton. What is the value of P effective in Newton?
8.81 into 10 raised to 3.
Point. Just to check.
8.81 into 10
Yes,
raised to 3.
correct. 8.81 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. P effective. Now we'll calculate beam strength. Beam strength from equation 4. Therefore, beam strength SB is equal to, from equation 4, what is the equation 4? 272.01 m square. 272.01 m square, which is equal to 272.01 into 7 square. Therefore, SB is equal to, what is the answer? SB in Newton.
13.32 into 10 raised to 3.
13.32 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Yes, correct. And now we will find out factor of safety. Therefore, SB is equal to P effective into factor of safety. Therefore, 13.32 into 10 raised to 3 is equal to 8.81 into 10 raised to 3 into Fs. What is the value of Fs? Whether it is greater than 1.5? Hello?
Sir, 1.51.
Yes, correct. 1.51 means our factor of safety is greater than earlier factor of safety, that is 1.5. Therefore, design is safe. Therefore, write down calculated factor of safety is greater than given factor of safety, therefore design is safe. And problem is over. We will stop here. Thank you very much. Please enter your numbers in the chat box. We will stop. Tomorrow we'll see. Thank you very much. Now spur gear is over. Only one problem is remained, force analysis, that I will take, and tomorrow I will start helical gear. Thank you very much.